Man, look at all the stuff on the to-do list. Today is going to be a busy day. Finish payroll, work on schedule, write a new menu, test out the recipes, cost out the recipes, meet with vendors to discuss pricing, hire a new manager, post the ad on Craigslist for the new manager, print out menus, catch up on QuickBooks. Yeah, I'm a little busy, but what's going on? Seriously? Seriously, he didn't show up again? Have you called? Did he answer? So he's just not coming in, that's it. Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes. Well, I guess we also have to hire a new chef. Hey man. No, I mean, normal stuff, nothing too crazy. Seriously? I've never played that course before. Out here, it's awesome. You're playing it today? What time? That's like an hour and a half from now. Yeah, I don't have that much to do. I'll see you soon. Hey, restaurant owners, operators, managers, and highly motivated employees. This is Ryan Gromfin with therestaurantboss.com as well as clickbacon.com and scalemyrestaurant.com. Today's video is all about to-do lists and the challenges with to-do lists and why I don't like to-do lists and why to-do lists don't work for you when you're trying to get more done and blah, 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 all about to-do lists. But what we're also going to do today is I'm going to introduce you to a video series that I'm starting off with this video about how to get more done in the restaurant, about some different tools and techniques. But I want to get right into it today. As you saw in that introduction about to-do lists, you've probably had something similar like that happen to you. To-do lists just don't work. Some of the big reasons why to-do lists don't work, why I'm not a huge fan of to-do lists, is that we usually don't start projects that we can't finish. So if you've got this list of items that you want to work on today, you usually will go through it and prioritize it in a way that you can get things done. You're like, yeah, I can do that, and then I can do that, and then I can do that, and then you think you've got this really cool, magical master plan to-do list, because then what you do is you move items that you didn't finish from today to tomorrow, and you think that you've cracked the code. I used to think I cracked the code. That's how I used to work. I would write out a to-do list, I would check off some things, and then the next day I would put the items I didn't do at the top of my to-do list. But what I found, probably similar to you, is that projects that we don't have time to do, we don't start. The bigger projects we don't start. They just keep moving to the to-do list, to the next to-do list, to the next to-do list, until those projects become so important and urgent. Now, we're going to talk a lot more about the difference between urgent and important in the next video, I believe. But when something is both important and urgent, it gets all of your attention. So you keep pushing things off until eventually you can't push it off anymore. It's due, or there's a problem, or it has to happen now, and then you start to feel that pressure and you start doing it now. So the piece of advice that I want to give to you today is one, keep watching the rest of these videos in the series as we release them, because there's going to be more. But no, seriously, I want you to work on planning your day a week in advance. And what I mean by that is plan out your whole week. Plan out what you're going to do on what day and when you're going to do it a week in advance. Think of this like going to the grocery store hungry. If you've ever gone to the grocery store hungry, you know what happens. I'll take a Snickers bar, and I'll take some candy, and I'll take that bag of chips, and that frozen crispy chicken, or I think the last thing I bought hungry at a grocery store, I bought these like frozen steak fingers. They were delicious. They're not good for you, but they're delicious. They come with a white gravy, frozen. My kid loves them. I love them. But you buy things like that when you're hungry. But if you have a list prepared, if you've thought ahead of what you're going to eat on what day of the week and what you need, then you go to the grocery store, one, prepared with a list, also not hungry is a good idea, and then you only buy what you need. You don't spend as much money as you would when you're impulse buying. To-do lists, in my opinion, are very similar. they're kind of one step better than not having any list at all. So if you don't have a list right now, a to-do list might be a good step for you. But for those of you out there who are suffering from creating to-do lists and still not getting done everything that you want to get done in your day, I encourage you to try planning out your week more in advance, or planning out each day of your week a week in advance, more ahead of time. Now again, I'm just barely touching the surface here. We're going to get into this in much more detail in the follow-up videos. Like I say, the next video is going to be the difference between urgent and important tasks. Then we're going to talk about how to set up your calendar. Then we're going to talk about something I call the incredible shrinking calendar, which is pretty cool. And then lastly, we're going to end this series on how to avoid the time-sucking vampires, the distractions, the people that completely get in the way of you getting everything done that you need to get done. So again, today was just to sort of blow up this mentality that to-do lists are the end-all, be-all, the best way to schedule your day. I look forward to bringing you next week's video. Have a wonderful day. Remember, systems equals success. Bye-bye. Are you struggling to grow your restaurant business? Are you failing to find the time to do all the things you need to do because you're stuck doing everybody else's jobs? This sucks. I know. I've been there. You're not alone. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is a plan and some new tools. And that is why I created Scale. It's my newest course for restaurant owners who want to grow their businesses and build an extraordinary brand. Learn more at scalemyrestaurant.com. I hope you enjoyed this week's training video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, would you go ahead and smash the like button right up there so you can get notified every week when we release a new free training video. I've also gone ahead and put a couple of videos for you here and here that I think you're going to enjoy. Remember, systems create freedom. Freedom creates value, and value creates scale. Manage systems, develop people, and be awesome.